Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-February 2022 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Aries. This will not resonate with every Aries that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. If this reading is not for you at all, Aries, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross watchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in Aries. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Aries and cross watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I will be using my sound bowl to clear and set the energy as always. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume is up right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this going. All right, so let's see what's happening for my Aries mid to end February 2022 in love and romance. Anyone dealing with an Aries? What is the energy surrounding Aries energy at this time for love and romance, Spirit? Tell me about it. All right, so it says longing. Okay, and it says, Aries, someone is secretly yearning for you. Okay, yeah, I gotta say it. This could be someone you already know, already had a connection with, no longer in contact with, or the contact is very minimal. This person is yearning for you. Maybe they haven't reached out of their own pride. Maybe they haven't reached out because they were afraid you were going to reject them, that you were just going to leave them on red. But they're yearning for you, Aries. They miss you. They want to be back in contact with you, but they're holding themselves back. Absolutely. The letter L is sticking out very much for me. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. Does not have to be the case in order for this reading to resonate with you. I feel you guys know who this person is. You've been sensing their energy, feeling their energy. You've been thinking about them a lot lately, wondering why, and if they've been thinking about you too. Here's confirmation for you, Aries. You're absolutely right for those of you who have been wondering that. It's getting harder for them every day to not reach out to you. I could definitely confirm that. But again, what's stopping them then? Let's dig deeper. Tell me more. Oof. I am resisting you. Interesting. Yeah, why? I wonder if they left. I wonder if they left and they're regretting it now, or they ghosted you and they're regretting it now, or they ended things. And maybe you kind of made it clear to them, Aries, whether it was energetically or you told them off in some way, that this is it and you're done. So they may be feeling like they can't reach out to you. Maybe you have blocked them. Maybe you have, already not responded to a message and they don't want to resend one. They don't want to make themselves look more desperate, but they kind of are at this point. But they're resisting the urge to reach out to you. Absolutely. It feels like it's coming from a place of embarrassment, honestly. It feels like it's coming from a place of not wanting to admit that they were wrong about you, about how they felt about you, about the connection. Someone could be a nail biter, have like that bad habit of biting nails, especially when they're nervous. So even if they're not nail biters, I almost feel like they're nervous. They're nervous when they think of you. They get anxious. And I think that's from a combination of things. For one thing, because they know they shouldn't, maybe, or they're like, yeah, Aries already made it clear, or I already did this, would they even forgive me? And then it's also the fact that they know that they still have feelings. They know that they still care. So they're in like some sort of conflict over you right now, Aries. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to say. Tell me more. Tell me more about this energy, Spirit. Woohoo! Interesting. 10 of Cups. Pisces energy. They're starting to realize they were the happiest with you. That no one has made them feel as much in love as you did, or really got deep in their feelings for this, Aries. They realized they walked away from something that was really, really special. And we'll dig deeper into it. I think they did it because they were scared. I think they did it because they didn't know if they were ready, or that, I don't know. I almost just feel what was the final straw that kind of separated the two of you when there was the 10 of Cups here, excuse me. It just almost feels like you were too good to be true, or it almost feels like this wouldn't last forever. And instead of getting rejected by you or having you ended it, they ended it. But they're regretting it big time, Aries. Let's keep going. Wow. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands. This has been the energy that has been surrounding this up until this point. Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. Does not have to be the case in order for this reading to resonate. There was resistance. There was guards. There were walls. And I feel that no matter how much someone tried to break that wall down, it just wouldn't come down. I wonder if for someone out there was just like this resistance because you were the closest to get to that spot in their heart. And somewhere in their life, they kind of learned that they couldn't be vulnerable. They weren't safe to be vulnerable. Maybe that vulnerability was a weakness. Emotional availability would show too much. So their guard just remained up. And right when you were about to hit that spot, right when you were about to really seep in and sense where they're coming from, you got like way too close for their comfort in some way. And that's what made them fully kind of put the wall even further up. It was a self-defense mechanism, I want to tell you, Aries. All these cards wouldn't be out here otherwise. And I'll get into that in a second. Someone could wear like a brown leather or pleather, fake leather jacket. That's like has a collar to it, I'm kind of seeing. But they were just refusing to let their guard down. And out of fear, they just decided to end it. And fear comes in many different shapes and forms, right? I don't think they were afraid of you per se, but they were afraid of how close you were really getting to their heart. And I think maybe they wanted to be single. They just didn't want to commit. They had all these ideas about, being in a relationship, being involved with someone else. But yeah, I gotta say, Aries, you made them really, really happy. And now they're suffering the consequences from not having that light in their life anymore. I don't know why I just saw an airplane. Someone could live by an airport. Someone could fly planes as their career, as a hobby. Maybe you guys, they moved away, or you did, and you haven't talked since that move has happened for some of you. But let's get right on down to it. At the center of this 10 of Cups, you guys really were the couple that everyone thought was going to make it through. I really do feel like their family members and their friends liked you. And for some reason, they didn't like their exes. They thought they were with the wrong people that were not emotionally supportive, were not emotionally available, maybe a little bit emotionally unstable. And then finally, Aries, when you were introduced to their friends or to their family members, or when they talked about you to them, they really thought that you were the person that was going to help change them around or be the person that was going to stick around. Because this person definitely has a tendency of sabotaging, ending things, running away. With the Ten of Cups here, some of you, like, I don't know, maybe there was an energy around, they may have had kids with someone else, I'm kind of picking up on. And despite you or them, right, whatever the role is, despite someone else having kids with someone else from a outside of the connection, right, I think that someone was willing to be supportive through it, do a lot for their kids, do a lot to support the family, you know, be kind, be open, be receptive. Yeah, and I just saw like a car seat in the back of someone's car. But even if you don't have kids, right, neither of you do, I really do feel they thought you would be the one to be a really good parent. That thought has crossed their mind, whether you guys talked about having kids. They just really imagined that if they were to have kids with you, you would be really, really good mom or dad. You gave your all to this, Aries. Your heart, your trust, your love, even when they did try to reject it or even when they did walk away from this. And I think at first it really did hurt you. It really surprised you. It really shocked you. Because you just thought you were about to get to that next level. You really thought you were going to cross that threshold to the Ten of Cups and having that solidified. But I think you've healed since then. I think you've started to recognize yourself, your worth, and a lot of you started to realize it was not you that, you know, pushed this person away. You were quite the opposite in that. And you did the best you could to make yourself open to this person and understand this person. They were just not willing to reflect that back to you out of some sort of family situation as well. I'm getting someone could be adopted. Someone could have some sort of rejection from a parent, which is what kind of built these early behaviors of not being too open to anyone. You know what's crossing this is Temperance, more Sagittarius energy, I swear. If you guys have Sagittarius in your chart, dealing with the Sagittarius, I suggest watching the Sagittarius reading to see if there's messages for you there. I also feel Libra energy with this card for me as a reader personally. It's divine timing. It's being patient. You know, I do feel for some of my Aries, not all, some of them are waiting for this person because you just have this gut feeling that despite the ending, you still feel them. You still feel them around you, and you kind of feel like it's not over. Some of you want it to be over, but you know it's not. And with this Temperance card here, it's kind of like you're almost preparing yourself for when they do come back. Maybe they've had come back before. This isn't the first time around, right? But something about this time of them leaving has made everything different. I think during this time of separation, you have been healing. You have been connecting to spirit more than when you were with this person. You've been pulling your own cards. You've been meditating. You've been getting back into sync with yourself, regaining balance from when you were first really hurt by this person. And maybe they kind of also feel they haven't reached out to you because there has been so much time since. I'm hearing September for some reason. They could be born in September. They could be a Virgo or a Libra, or that's when you guys last talked or separated, whatever, for some. And so maybe they kind of feel like, has the time, you know, when I should have reached out, has that been expired? Has it been too long for me to say anything? And should I say anything? What's crowning this is the Sun. Leo energy. They just rehearse in their mind what it would be like to reach out to you again. How happy they would be if you were to receive them with open arms. how happy they would be if you were to give them another chance, that they could have you back in their life. But again, these people are, whoever this is, they are pretty logical. They are pretty grounded as far as realizing that this is their fantasy running away with themselves, right? Like, they know that there's been tension here, or they know that it's been so long that you may have given up on waiting, or that's what they're thinking, even if some of you are. The summertime was really significant. You guys had some of the best dates in the summertime. I'm even seeing a picnic that was significant, whether that was just going to the park and having something to eat, or you literally had a full-on picnic at some spot. Maybe it was next to water for some of you. I'm hearing the summer of love. I don't know. Spirit conveys these messages to me in some ways. But I feel like they know if they were to get you back, they would be happy, because they haven't been so happy without you. They haven't been happy without you in their life. They really do miss you, Aries. They feel like the sun has left their life. And maybe they even try to start dating, try to start talking to other people, but it doesn't compare. It really doesn't. But what's rooting us is the Ten of Swords. Gemini energy. Now this is where it gets to be a reality, right? Where the ending has happened and it was painful and it was hard. But now they're feeling that. Even for as long as it's been, they're still feeling that pain as if it, just happened last week. And by the way, there's 3 10s on the spread. So your birthday could be April 10th for a lot of you. Or, maybe the month of October was significant. You could be seeing 1010 as a number synchronicity a lot lately. And so I feel out of respect for you, Aries, this is where they're coming from, right? They feel they have to stay away, or they should stay away. They feel that, I don't know, if you have blocked them, they still kind of check up on your page every now and then, whether they see it through someone else's account or they made a fake account, I don't know. But they still see you doing pretty well for yourself. And they don't want to ruin that happiness for you. Especially because I think they know that they hurt you. And I do feel they get upset thinking about what they've lost, because they weren't ready to step up, or they weren't ready to open up, or whatever the case was, right? This is big time loss here, and they're feeling it pretty deeply, Aries. Their room is kind of messy. I don't know. They haven't been cleaning up as much. They're not in a good place, honestly. In the recent past, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting card. Sagittarius energy, Pisces energy with this card. I don't know, maybe you've posted something, or because of the end of Mercury retrograde that happened in early February, there's just been more energy around you, what they could have had with you. And there's been something that has given them hope to kind of think about, what if we could be back together, change things around. I've been at the bottom of the wheel, but maybe it would be worth giving it a shot with Aries that could turn everything around, but they haven't done it yet. I feel that for others of you, this card is kind of signifying to me that there was a reason why you two met with the Wheel of Fortune. It was part of fate. It was part of destiny. You guys did have a contract. And they think the contract is still not fulfilled. Whether they think that per verbatim like that, or they just think there's still unfinished business here. There's still more to have with you. And they're really hoping that this really isn't the end. The circle is round, it has no ends. They're hoping that this will all loop back around to where you guys were. I kind of want to clarify this Wheel of Fortune card. I want to see if there's anything else. The Tower. Yeah, Mars energy, Scorpio energy. You could possibly be dealing with another Aries with this card here. Yeah, this is like damage control that they're hoping to do with you. They're hoping to do with this whole situation, that they can pull back out of this. But they're afraid that that's just in their head. They're afraid that that's just the optimistic side of them taking over. Because they're another part of themselves with that Ten of Swords rooting everything is, has the damage already been done and can it be fixed? But this is telling me they want to rebuild. But they have a problem with actually moving forward with it. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. I feel they know that the only way they would be able to rebuild this, or that you would accept this, is if they were to offer something very serious here. Whether that is a commitment, whether that is like a, beyond an apology, a solid apology that was meaningful to you, that would really show you that they still want this, that they would put the effort in this, the time in this, that they could plant that seed to get back to the Ten of Cups or the Ten of Pentacles that they could have with you or could have had. And maybe commitment was the whole issue here. You were waiting on it. Why wouldn't they if we have so much fun together? We've had such a good time together. And then right when you thought that it was about to be a commitment, they destroyed everything. So they know how serious their actions are, Aries. That's part of the main reason why they're not reaching out. But what you need to know is the Three of Cups. Cancer energy. They want to reconcile. They want to be with you again. This is something that they've been longing for, yearning for, daydreaming of, to reconnect with you on peaceful terms, on happy terms. They want to see you again. They're yearning to see you again. Just to hold you again. Just to be around you again. Just to see your text messages again. To go on a date. To go out to, I don't know, a bar you guys used to go to all the time? I'm getting for some of you. Maybe you played pool there with that person or played some sort of bar game there. I don't know why that's coming through, but it resonates for someone. To be back in that happy place with you again is something that they yearn for, crave for, want. But is it realistic? Someone has really big hands too. I'm picking up on you or them. I don't know. But to see the likely outcome, Aries, are they likely to reach out? Will they say anything? What will happen? What do they want to do? What else do you need to know about this connection? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome, what is likely to unfold. But more importantly, what do you need to know about this person in this situation so you can make the best choice for yourself? If you'd like to join me on Vimeo to see the extended reading, where I'm also going to pull these oracle cards to dive deeper, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Aries, I really hope this has given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's going on in your love life, especially if you've been feeling this person very strongly lately. I hope this has given you an answer as to why. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Aries, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aries.